No. It's not even worth it anyways. Not even worth it being with a guy. There's no point. Oh yeah, babe, that is another story for another day. Literally, another story for another day. And that's why they say we should wait, because apparently it prevents us from heartbreak. Honestly, literally, heartbreak, like, I could say that heartbreak, you can actually feel it. Like, it's so mad. Like, oh, no. I would never want to go through that again. Like, heartbreak had me, I wasn't eating. I was literally crying all day, all night. Like, to the point where my eyes would become so puffy. It would be like paining me to strain my eyes. Like, I didn't want to look after myself. I didn't want to get my nails, get hair done. I was always in my room, like, crying my eyes out. Like, heartbreak is just not the one. It's not the one. It's not the one. Hold on, guys. Just read you guys' messages. It's painful in the moment, but then you do a lot. Yeah, that is true. That is absolutely true. Literally. And do you know what it was for me, guys? It's like when you tell people your trauma and they tell you that they will never put you through that, and they do, but it's worse. Literally. And people say Ghanaian cheat less. I used to think that growing up, and obviously, like, I love my dad, but my dad was the biggest womanizer. So I thought it was literally a Nigerian thing, like, men just love to cheat. And that's why back then I was steering away from Nigerian guys. Then when I met him, oh, he showed me shiggy. And I actually realised, no, it's not just Nigerian men. This is a men thing. Whether you're white, Asian, like, men do this thing. Can I know what you date for? If I'm quite honest, I feel like... Okay, I feel like last year, if you were to ask me this last year, I would give you the answer of, listen, I'm dating for money. I'm sorry. I'm trying to date for money. That's me being honest with you guys. Like, last year, I would openly say, listen, I am dating for money. Now, as I've reached to a point where I'm just craving, like, genuine love. And my thing is, I don't really care if what a guy has. Like, it's how he treats me, how he makes me feel. Like, but obviously, I'm not going to be a brokey, do you know what I mean? But my thing is, back then, it was always based on the materialistic things because, like, obviously money brings happiness, do you know what I mean? I'm like, let's not all lie in this live and say, oh my god, no, I would not want to be with a man for money. Like, come on. Like, we've all, at one point, all of us as females have said, listen, like, yeah, I'm dating for money. But now I'm just like, listen, I just want a guy that's just obsessed with me, loves me down, accepts me for who I am, accepts my beliefs as a Christian, and it also is a Christian himself. And yeah, like, you are so brave dating for love. What happened to you? Do you know what it is? I think it's just me as a person. Like, I am such a lover girl. Like, I love hard on my friends. I love hard on anyone that's around me. So when you're a lover girl, you just want it back. And that's something that I can honestly say, apart from obviously, yeah, I have my best friend, but I've never experienced, like, genuine love from someone else. I feel like with my parents, it's like, okay, my parents have to love me because they're my parents, like, do you know what I mean? But for someone to choose to love you is a different sort of feeling that I've not yet experienced. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, babe. Oh, I feel like all the girls deserve everything. All of us, we deserve genuine love, happiness, greatness, longevity of marriage. We all deserve it. Lover girls have it worse, won't I? Yeah, we do. But, and that's the thing, I've tried to change. Honestly, I've tried to tell myself, listen, I want to be like these girls where, like, they don't care. They just want to get like having a nigga, like the materialistic things. I've tried to be that girl, but it always ends up happening me falling too hard for that person, and that's how I know naturally I am just a lover girl. I love. How do you find dating men in the UK versus internationally? I prefer dating men internationally. I feel like men internationally kind of value women better, or maybe it's just my type in the UK, because I just feel like UK guys are just ugh. But I've had good experiences. I think the only thing that's obviously kind of made it a bit which is why it didn't work, is the distance. Like, if I'm with you or I'm dating you, I want to be with you all the time. Like, I want to be able to know that I have access to you, not for me to plan a trip to come and see you or for you to come and see me, especially if I have a business as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the only downfall with things. Literally. No, stick to who you are. Thank you, Rose. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's just for us to just find someone that makes us and just keep them, hold them, keep them hostage, because finding good people is not easy. It's not easy. Like, I was so disgusted by men because of what happened to me with that whole Whitney thing. I thought men was my problem. I thought, okay, you know what? Let me leave men and start going for women, my dear. That was the worst thing I could have ever done for myself. Not only did I start getting further away from God, it's like my life just went even more downhill. I thought the Whitney thing killed me. No. Like, it literally ruined me, like, as a whole. Like, yeah, honestly, like, I would say, like, being with a woman, like, is worse. And I just will never do it again. I will never do it again. Like, don't get me wrong, like, when a girl's attractive or pretty, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, this girl's so pretty and whatnot. But that's as far as it goes to. I am not indulging in that again. Like, especially because I've made a promise to God, because I started losing money. I started getting into so much problems. Like, nah, it's just not something that I would want to do again. What was your... I went through that stage too. Yeah, I feel like everyone goes through that stage. It's crazy. Ooh. But how was dating girls? See, this is the thing. I feel like back then I had the wrong choice of people. Like, I was picking people who were literally wayward, mad people. But as experience, I would say, yeah, obviously, the sex, yeah, better. But in terms of being an equal, nah. Like, especially if it's two females that are very much like-minded. Like, I'm a girly girl, okay? And back then, I never wanted to be with a stud. I never wanted to be with a stem. My thing is, I want to be with a girl that looks like me, like, gets her nails done, gets her lashes done, like, looks like a baddie, you know what I'm saying? And with that, it's like, well, one of us has to be, like, a bit more boyish, because, like, there has to be a boy and a girl. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I just had conflict with that all the time. But, yeah, I think being with a girl, it just, for me personally, it made my life worse. It made my depression worse. It was mad. And I feel like that was generally because God was literally showing me and saying, listen, like, what is all of this? Like, just because you got your heart broken by a man doesn't mean that you should start doing lesbianity. This is sin. This is the spirit of Jezebel. Like, what are you doing? And I felt like God was literally putting me through situations to actually show me, like, get out of this. And I was not listening until... I've never said this before, because I said that maybe there'll be a day that I'll speak about it, but none of us talking about it, may as well. The girl that I was with, I ended up getting stabbed. And that alone changed my whole perspective, and I had to get out of that lesbian shit, because I literally could have lost my life because of that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, no. Yeah, for me, no. Would you go on Badderz UK? No, I wouldn't. God forbid. Even one of the people messaged me a few months ago asking if I'd go on Badderz season 2. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. Never. Never. Some girls think that because they date another girl, everything is a level playing field. Oh my God. A girl won't do that to a man knowing a man can have... A girl won't do that to a man knowing a man can have her. Yeah, no, seriously. And even when, like, I look back, like, naturally, I'm a person where, like, if you fucking put your hands on me, I am beating you, because that's just how I am as a person. But when it came to her, and that's why, like, when I look back, the spirit of Jezebel is such a real thing. When I was with her, it's like I changed. Like, I was allowing disrespect. I was allowing her to do whatever she wanted to do to me, like the abuse, all of that. Like, and when people say, "Oh, how can you be abused when it's a same-sex relationships?" It's even worse, because it's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's no what's the word? There's no limit. Like, it can keep on going and going and going and going and going until it gets to a place of toxicness. Like, with a man, obviously, if a man is abusing you and whatnot, like, I feel like it's even easier for you to speak out to people about it. When I was going through what I was going through with that menace, I couldn't speak to anyone about it. And the one person that I did, you see that same person now on social media coming to expose other people and whatnot. I won't say her name, but we all know who she is. And it's like, I could just never put myself through that again, personally. I could never. What did your family think of you? My mum, when she found out, obviously my mum is Nigerian, my mum's first thing was, it's the devil. It's the devil. The devil using you. The devil using you. Like, all of this that you're doing, like, you're going to grow out of it. Like, we have to pray. So she never really accepted it. No one else really knew. Like, no one actually really knew. So, and back then, me and my mum's relationship was very much strained. So it was pretty much like, well, I can love who I want to love on. Like, I don't care about my family. I don't care about anyone. Like, it's just me and this person. Do you know what I mean? Big mistake. But, yeah, like, looking back now, I can honestly say, like, I feel like the devil was using me. But the devil was using me in a way to attract girls. But the type of girls that were attracted to me were girls who were generally demonic, like genuinely out to get me or out to get something. Like, I'm not even joking. Literally, I'm not even joking. As a Christian, do you think it's possible to honour your faith as well as being LGBTQ? Do you know what? I think this is such a tricky question, because, and this is the thing, in the Bible, it teaches us to love each other, to not judge, like, we're not God, like, to treat people how we want to be treated. But however, in the Bible, it does speak about lesbianity, gay, all of that. Like, I can't remember, there's a story in the Bible where I can't remember, you guys remind me, where there was like a town or somewhere, and there was a lot of lesbians, a lot of like bad people doing bad things in this particular town. I can't remember the story in the Bible. And God was so angry to the point where he burnt that whole town down. Everyone that was in it, like, and said, like, this is not of God. Like, I can't remember what the actual story is. And it's so real, because when I deep myself back to what I was doing, I was losing everything. I was like changing in such a bad way because of this lesbianity. Like, yeah, literally lesbianity. Yeah, I can't remember. Yes, yes, Gomorrah, yes. Yes. I knew I was in chat shit, yes. But that alone should even tell us, like, this is something that God actually will destroy like, because this is something that he said he does not like. And when I hear, okay, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, or Eve and another woman, like, this is something that God just wants from us. And I just felt like, back then, maybe God felt like I was rebelling. Like, I was like, no, I don't want to be a man. No, I have to be this woman. So God had to really show me that, listen, because you're not going to listen, I now have to show you for you to listen. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I would never. So happy for you, Jayde. This is really... Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Like, I thought I was going to be a woman for the rest of my life and marry a woman for the rest of my life, but that's not what God wants for me, and that's not what I want for myself. I feel like I don't judge people, whether you're a lesbian, bisexual, whatever, live your life. But for me, the path that I'm on, I had to change my path to receive my blessings. And ever since I stopped doing all of that, like, yeah, my dating life may be a bit shit, but everything else has flourished, so I can only be grateful. Do you know what I mean? God has bigger and better plans for you. Amen. Oh, I have a bogey? Jesus, someone said I have a bogey. Hey, God, sorry. It's because I'm sick, guys. Like, hey. Oh my God, I actually have a bogey. Fucking hell. Okay. Let me clean this. Sorry, guys. It's because I'm not well, guys. I'm so sorry. But Jayde, you really come a long way. I can't believe how much you changed. Good video. Okay. Oh my God, thank you so much. No, it actually makes me like happy when you guys say this, because I can only imagine the type of girl, like what you guys used to think of me when you used to see me in certain situations on social media. Like, not that I should care what people think, but I do in a way, small. Like, you've changed in such a positive way. Thank you so much. Do you think living in a sinful life affects your finances? Oh, definitely. 100%. I feel like if you're living a sinful life and you know that you're living a sinful life, it's different if you don't know, you're oblivious or you're naive. That's different, because God sees everyone's hearts. Do you know what I mean? But if you know you're living a sinful life and you know that God doesn't want this for you, and God has been showing you, like, you need to change this. I don't like this. Like, there is a calm God, but there is also an angry God. And if God knows that there's something that you prioritize, whether it's money, whether it's, I don't know, like material things, and he's asking something from you and you're not listening, God will remove that from you. He will take it away from you, because he's giving you something that, something that you want, but he's asking for something that he wants. You're not giving God what he wants, so he will take it away. God is very intentional. I hope you understand, guys. Like, and even if you are living a sinful life, because this is the thing, for me personally, before I go to bed, I pray and I say, God, if there's anything that I have done that is a sin that I don't know that I have done, forgive me. That prayer alone can change everything, because we do things and we may not realize it's bad, but if you actually give that declaration and say to God that, not listen, but you know what I mean, like, God, forgive me for anything I've done. If I've looked at anyone the wrong way, if I've insulted anybody the wrong way or anything, God, forgive me. That alone will set you free. Like, I love your vulnerability. Thank you so much. Gotta pray that God never leads you to your own desires. Exactly. Being in this life and you addressing how people perceive you versus how you realize testimony. Oh, thank you so much. Do you think you want to get baptized? I do want to get baptized again. I have been baptized before, but I was baptized when I was quite young. Like, I think I was like 7 or 8. So now that 20 years later, I do want to get baptized, because I feel like I just want to be able to be awakened again. Like, even though I know that I've washed away my awakened again. Like, even though I know